Welcome to Hell, and let's play Dragon Warrior 2. We're here in the Ocean Cave to find the Eye of Malroth to open up the path to Rhone. First thing you want to do is cast Step Guard to sort of float over this lava here. In the NES version, Step Guard does not work, unfortunately. Oh well. Here we have some new enemies, the Rubiss and the Evil Eyes. First thing you want to do is take out the Evil Eye, of course, and cast Firebane. Yeah, those Evil Eyes, they do that strange jig, just like the Mudman, to steal your MP. These Rubiss are pretty resistant to magic, but most of the time I'll probably get like 3 or 4 out of the 5. Good, I got 4 out of the 5. Yeah, they're really not that much of a threat anyways. They don't do that much damage, so who cares? Yeah, those Rubiss can also call more Rubiss, but nah, who cares? I want to come around here to think this is just gold. And of course I run into a random battle right before I grab the chest. Here we have more Evil Eyes, just Firebane, and yeah, there's one thing I don't think I did. Yeah, you can use the Staff of Thunder as an item. Yeah, destruction rains from the heavens, I guess, and it does a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I forgot, sometimes I forget a lot of times that you can use items in battle. Well, with the exception for the Shield of Strength. Bye-bye, Evil Eye. Yeah, just 1,200 gold. Just more Evil Eyes, Rubiss. Cast Step Guard again. Kind of reminds me of the Sylph Cave in Final Fantasy IV, or Mount Gullug from Final Fantasy I. The good thing is that these Evil Eyes, they really only appear on this first floor, so once you go down we get a magic acorn. I'll probably give that to Tyrion. Yeah, once you go down to the bottom floors, you don't have to deal with those Evil Eyes again. Well, those other paths, they just lead to dead ends, so don't worry about it. Down here, yeah, don't open up that chest. It's a trap! Yeah, it'll just poison you, so don't open it. How'd this guy get here? He doesn't have a moon fragment. And I see he's been guarded by the gold cloaks, or the gold orcs. These losers can be pretty easily be put to sleep, so not that much to worry about. Annoyingly, the game was jerks and put them in separate groups. Yeah, Stannis should be able to take care of that one on the right there. I mean on the left. Yeah, use the Shield of Strength, get my HP back. This dope's still asleep? Good. Yeah, pretty much just pick him apart. Yeah, good job, Arya, but not enough to kill him, but good enough. Yeah, you get a lot of gold from those guys, obviously. Yeah, if you still didn't answer the question, how the hell did you get here? You know, you don't have a moon fragment or any type of MacGuffin item. Anyways, you want to head up here through the lava. Should have cast Step Guard. I think Arya's Water Flying Cloth protects against the lava, but Stannis and Tyrion, yeah, you still gotta cast Step Guard for those guys. And of course, right before I head to the stairs, you know, I get into a random battle. More gold cloaks. And Arya got to level 16. Decent boost in speed and MP. Yeah, a lot of gold from those guys. And here you want to use a silver key to get through this door. That treasure chest there, it's a trap. It'll poison you, so don't bother opening it. But this one you get a strength seed out of, so you do want to open this one. I'll give that to Stannis in between episodes. That treasure chest there, it just contains a magic armor. I thought about giving it to Stannis, but nah, I'll just sell it. We'll be getting a better armor once we get to Rhone. Although the magic armor would be a bit useful against the bosses for this area, but nah, I don't need it. Here we have 2 more new enemies for this area. Saber Lion, Mummy. We fought the Saber Lion back in Osterfair. The Mummies are a little bit just a stronger version of the Mummy Men. Yeah, I think these saber lions are pretty resistant to magic. I don't think this is gonna work. Mummies are not. Yeah, it didn't work on a saber lion. But these mummies, yeah, they really have no resistance to magic attacks. Yeah, they really gave these saber lions a lot more HP than in the NES version. Yeah, let's use that shield of strength. Pretty much a free heal more spell. May as well use it. Yeah, just have Tyrion use that shield of strength. Unfortunately, you can't use it. Oh, Arya killed him. Never mind. Too bad you can't use a shield of strength as a heal more spell out of battle. Of course, that would be too abusive, I guess. Here we get the magic armor. I'll probably sell it off screen. Gonna have to cast heal more the hard way. Any of these stairs, doesn't matter. From here, you want to just go straight to the west or to the left. And to the north, it leads to a treasure chest, but it's just empty. It's supposed to contain a Dragon's Bane if you don't have one in your inventory. But if you do have one in your inventory, that treasure chest will be empty, so don't worry about it. Yeah, there's also a Wizard's Ring somewhere in this dungeon, but I'm not really looking at a map, so I'll probably come back later to show it off where it is. So. As for now, I just want to take on these two bosses here. Well, not before I run into a new enemy, the Metal Hunter. Yeah, the Metal Hunter has a ton of defense, so obviously you want to cast defense on him. Evil Clown, not that worried about. Although those evil clowns can't cast Firebane, but yeah, cast defense as well. Definitely want to lower that Metal Hunter's defense. That's the basic strategy against these sort of metal robot monsters. Just sap them of all their defense and pick them apart. Yeah, I think in the future Dragon Quest games, they do call the defense spell sap. Although I'm not that familiar with the Dragon Quest games after 3, unfortunately. I've played them, just not that familiar with them. Insolent fools! Alright, we have a boss battle against the insane clown posse here. Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J. Yeah, not nearly as tough as that Mace Master of Maidenhall. Yeah, they don't cast Exploded on your party. They just cast Firebane. Not that worried about that. Why the hell I cast Sleep? I'm about to cast Stop Spell on these guys. Oh well, it doesn't matter now. They're really not that tough. Alright, we got Shaggy 2 Dope. Yeah, now take care of Violent J. And he's gone. Alright, after defeating those 2 bozos, we get the Eye of Malroth. I think another translated version is called the Evil Statue, but I like the Eye of Malroth better. It just sounds more epic. Alright, here we have a new enemy, the Mega Knight. Just like those orcs, the Mega Knight is pretty susceptible to sleep. I'm going to cast a Shield of Strength because I forgot to heal in between battles, unfortunately. Let's cast defense on the Metal Hunter. Shield of Strength. Yeah, one shot the Evil Clown. Now just to pick apart this Metal Hunter here. Just cast, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to cast Heal More on Stannis. And Arya, just put that Mega Knight to sleep. Nighty night. And now just to pick apart this guy. Nighty night night. Put him to sleep permanently. There's also another enemy I actually want to show off before leaving this area. You can meet him up. You can meet up with him around that area with a bunch of fire where the magic armor was. And here he is, the Metal Babble. Yeah, you definitely want to kill this guy if you confront him. Yeah, I'm gonna abuse save states. I don't care. You can also meet up with him in the next dungeon, but yeah, usually in that next dungeon, he's paired up with like 4 healers, which is obviously pretty annoying to kill. Yeah, you'll try attacking the Metal Babble, and those healers will just keep healing the Metal Babble, obviously. But if you fight him here in the Ocean Cave, yeah, most likely you'll encounter him by himself. I think he has about 6 or 7, 8 HP, something like that. Obviously a pain in the ass to kill. Although a lot easier in the NES version, you could do more damage against him. But he doesn't give that much experience, though, in the NES version. Here, you can only do 1 damage to him. Come on, hurry up. Get back here. Get over here! Alright, we got him. And for killing that Metal Babble, you get 10,000 experience. About 15 to 20 minutes of level grinding there. Only 1 enemy. A decent boost in HP for Stannis. Crappy stat boost for Tyrion. But we learned an increase spell, which increases your defense. Alright, I backtracked to the area where the silver key was. And now it's time to head for that Wizard's Ring. Yeah, I don't think the walkthroughs on GameFAQs mentioned there was a Wizard's Ring here. Yeah, I just found it just searching around in a test run of this game. And I think in the NES version, the chest contains just gold. About 40 or 50 gold. Yeah, because I'm actually using a map of the NES version. I don't think we talked to this NPC before. Well, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I already know how to get to Hargon's castle, Hargon's temple. No, why don't you go? Oh, never mind, he's surrounded by fire. Haha. Alright, Arya got to level 17. Good boost in HP. And we learned the outside spell. Tyrion has that spell as well, just takes you outside of a dungeon. No, don't talk to the chest, Stannis. Open it. And we get that Wizard's Ring. Alright, you know, I was doing some more traversing around this dungeon, and I ran into the Puppet Men. Yeah, so I guess the Evil Eyes aren't the only enemies here that can steal your MP. Yeah, I'm around that area where that empty chest was that was supposed to contain the Dragon's Bane. Yeah, I didn't know you can encounter these guys here. Yeah, I'm gonna try Surround. I hardly ever use it. Yeah, the Puppet Men, they're pretty resistant to magical attacks and magic status and all that crap, so basically just use physical attacks on the Puppet Men. Just like the Saber Lions as well. Although they have some resistance to, they are susceptible to Surround, as you saw there. Want to take away their defense. Yeah, there goes the Puppet Man. Yeah, I see Surround is, doing somewhat good. It's probably the best strategy for these guys since, they're resistant to sleep and everything else besides defense. Alright, Surround for the win. Alright, we're back with more Dragon Warrior 2. We're here in the town of Rhone, all set and ready to take on the final areas of the game. Also to collect the final crest, the Life Crest, that's in an area called Rhone. Actually, it's the cave that leads to Rhone. And in between episodes, I got the outside spell for Arya. I actually did show that on screen at the end of the last episode. This dungeon can't be that difficult. I think it's just vicious rumors by gamers and LPers. It's more of Andor's lies. Here you want to cast Step Guard. I think you need either the silver key or the golden key to get through that door there. I'm not that sure. And here you want to use Step Guard again. And actually you want to go down, but there's actually I think there's an agility seed somewhere around here. Ah, there it is. I'll give that to Arya off screen. Don't worry about those stairs, just leads to a useless NPC. But this NPC here is a little bit more useful. I can tell you something good. Yeah, he'll tell you about the Water Crest in the town of Hamlin, but we've already gotten that. Now you want to head over here to the west. You want to stand over here in the purple Kool-Aid. Yeah, the same purple Kool-Aid Joffrey drank at the purple wedding. Anyways, you're going to need the Eye of Malroth. Hold it high in the air. And you can break the mountain apart to enter the cave that leads to Rhone. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, it's not as epic as Frog from Chrono Trigger with the Masamune, but yeah, I guess you take what you can get. And enemies here on the first floor are not really that difficult, but just be careful, there are pitfalls here. But actually for the Life Crest, you actually do want to fall into one of these pitfalls. You need to get to the basement floor, so either you can go down one of the stairs, or you can fall down here in one of the pitfalls. Just, navigate through the purple Kool-Aid, and you get the Life Crest. And that's pretty much all we needed to do here, for now. Oh, just ghouls. Yeah, a lot of the enemies on the first floor and the basement floor, we've already fought in the, I think the Ocean Cave or the Fire Cave. Whatever the hell it's called. I don't think there's any new monsters around here. Nah, it's the same old nonsense. Evil Clown, Saber Lion, Metal Hunter. Yeah, it looks like that evil clown wants revenge for what I did to his brothers at the end of the last episode. Shaggy 2 Dope and Violent J sitting around in a temple drinking Shade of the Evening. Just the same strategy as before. Take out the evil clown with one hit. Goodbye, evil clown. Metal Hunter, just work on him with defense. And we'll deal with the Saber Lion right after we take out this Metal Hunter. Man, Metal Hunter's pretty weak right now. Oh yeah, no, never mind. That's another enemy. The stronger version of the Metal Hunter we'll meet here, called the Attack Bot. Yeah, these Saber Lions have like twice the amount of HP they had in the NES version. I don't think there's any new enemies here, so yeah, it's nothing else interesting here. And here we have a Hippobango, Hunter. Stannis can one-shot the Hippobango. You can start working on that Hunter, Tyrion. And for Arya, you can put them to sleep. Nighty-night, rabbit. And there's a stronger version of the Hunters in the cave that leads to Rhone. I think they're called the Berserkers or something. Do the same thing to them as well, just put them to sleep. I don't think there's any new enemies around this little patch of area. It's the same enemies you met in the Toon area, Hippobangos and the Hunters. Those enchanter things that cast, what was that, Firebane? Really nothing to worry about. What the hell, I'll show off this useless NPC. Yeah, I already know that. Yeah, basically what he means is you might want to level up before entering that area, but I'm probably not. But I would suggest getting exploded for the Princess of Moonbrook. Oh, it is the Jailer's Key. You need to enter this area. I thought it was the Golden Key. Oh well. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to rest up and yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, either to rest up there since the inn is bugged. You can either just abuse the Wizard's Rings, or you can just kill the Prince of Cannock. Then you can rest at the inn normally, and just go back to the priest to revive Tyrion. Either which way, that's basically the only way to heal up in that area. So now we want to head to the to the Rubiss Shrine, which is to the west of Osterfair, or south of Maidenhall. So basically what I'm going to do is just loop the map from west to east to Osterfair and just keep heading west. From there I want to head to this oasis. It's sort of south of where the Dragonhorn Towers were. Yeah, you see it right there? Right there. And I just want to keep heading west from this area. Just to basically loop the map so I can get to Ostafair, just keep on heading west. We've actually passed by the Rubiss Shrine. I forgot which episode it was, where I ran into those Vampiruses. Yeah, see up there, that's the Shrine of Useless Exploration. I think that's Ostafair. Whatever. Doesn't matter, we're here. Just basically just west of Ostafair, or you can sail south of Maidenhall. Either way, you'll reach this area here. This is the Rubiss Shrine, and all you have to do is keep going down and down and down. I feel like I'm in Naval Rock and Pokemon Fire Red about to fight Lugia. Love the design of this water temple though. Easiest water temple ever. I think you learn more about Rubiss in Dragon Quest III, more than in this game. Alright, then we get the Charm of Rubiss. It's used to sort of protect us from illusions, but we won't be able to put that for use for quite a while. Not until we get to the actual Castle Rhone, or Hargon's Castle, or whatever you want to call it. Just love the design of this area. See, this is how a water temple should look like, just walls of waterfalls. Anyways, I'm gonna cast Return to head back to Baron. And I'm probably gonna have to do some level grinding. I'll probably get the Exploded for Arya, which he learns at level 19, and also the Defeat spell for Tyrion, which he learns at level 23. And he also learns Revive at level 25. I don't think I'm gonna get that far in levels. So I'm gonna do that and rest up, and we'll be all set and ready to take on the Cave of Rhone. You know what, on second thought, fuck the level grinding. We're just gonna go in just like this. Yeah, all I'm gonna do now is just get all the treasures first, and then I'll make on my second trip, I'll get through the entire area. First thing you wanna do is you can go up any one of these stairs, but I'm gonna go up here. And now you wanna head to the left. Here we have a new enemy, the Dark Eye. We fought the Oswargs in Hamlin when we got the Water Crest. You're gonna get Firebang going there. These Dark Eyes are pretty resistant to attack magic, but I should at least hit one of them. Obviously not today. Well, the Oswarg is gone. Yeah, these guys are pretty much a stronger version of the Evil Eyes. They do that strange jig that steal your MP. They also cast Surround, as you saw there. Yeah, basically just physical attacks on those guys. Alright, now you want to head left. And you want to go down the third intersection. See, that's the first intersection there. That's the second intersection. And the third one here you want to go down. Yeah, just more annoying Dark Eyes. And you want to go up these stairs here. Now this floor has sort of a four-way intersection, but we're going to head to the southeast first to get the armor of Erdrick. Here we have a new enemy, the Orc King. Fought the gargoyles before out in the sea. Yeah, the Orc King has a ton of HP. He has probably over 100. I think he has about 110, 120, something like that HP. I can't remember. Yeah, the Orc King can also revive an enemy that you killed, in the same random battle. But he is pretty susceptible to sleep, so that's what I pretty much recommend doing to the Orc King. And obviously he can just hit like a truck, but we probably won't be seeing any of his attacks throughout the next couple episodes, because I'm just going to put him to sleep very quickly. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I gave Arya all those agility seeds, because her sleep spell is going to be insanely important in this area. And in the next area we're going to be taking on as well, area outside of Rhone. And we're just going to come around to our first chest of the game, of this area, I mean. Yeah, and those Horks, they can cast spit poison breath or something on you. Annoying crap. Just get rid of that poison. And our first chest of this area, it's a lottery ticket. Yeah, it's just crap. Just rip that crap up and throw it on the ground. You're gonna need a lot more than luck to get through this area. And just be careful when you go up these stairs here. Yeah, this staircase leads to the armor of Erdrick. Pretty strong monsters lie around here, so you want to stay at full HP and hope to not get ambushed. And here we get the armor of Erdrick. Well, Tyrion gets it, but he can't equip it. So I'm basically gonna have to do some inventory management. You know, give all that stuff to Arya. Give Arya all the keys and all the key items and stuff. I'm gonna give that to Stannis. Although Tyrion is a descendant of Erdrick, can't wear his armor though. Yeah, you get a big boost in defense for that. I think the armor of Erdrick sort of works like the water flying cloth. It just has more defense, basically. Yeah, you can walk over all those swamps and rivers and crap. Yeah, what the hell, I'll show off a battle before I end the episode. Here's one of the more difficult battles in this area. Attack bot, Magic Vampirist, Berserker. The attack bot, a stronger version of the Metal Hunter, or whatever the thing is called. Magic Vampirist, you want to take out quickly. Berserker, you can just put him to sleep. Don't worry about him. Just be careful of those Magic Vampirists, because they can put you to sleep. I believe they can also hit twice per round. I'm not that sure. Let's cast Firebane. Yeah, those metal attack bots are pretty immune to all attack magic, so don't worry about that. But you do want to start casting defense on them, because they do have a lot of defense. Start working on that now. Let's cast Increase, because attack bots can hit like a truck. They could also attack twice per round. Just cast Increase, reduce our defense. I'm gonna have to heal up Stannis. Just use that Shield of Strength. Oh yeah, by the way, I already bought a third Shield of Strength. I don't think I mentioned that in the beginning of this episode. So yeah, all of my characters, yeah, they all have a Shield of Strength. Although I didn't equip it on Stannis. I kept the Erdrick shield because it has more defense. But you can buy one for Stannis just to have it in his item menu, so he can still use it in battle while having the defense of the Erdrick shield. Alright, I'm going to end the episode here, but what happened to all the level grinding? Will I survive getting the rest of the treasure without it? Or will I be dragging my feet around like Daenerys and Meereen? Find out next time on Let's Play Dragon Warrior 2. We're on the righteous road to Rhone. We'll never sleep, we'll never eat until Hargon is Hargon. These are difficult RPG equivalent ninja gate and cheapness of defeat and sacrifice to leave you mental rage, and we're on the wicked road to Rhone. We'll never quit, we'll never blink until Hargon is Hargon. Every floor in this dungeon is looking all the same to me. You take a long turn and you end up looping around it endlessly. I'm running out of MP, almost DEAD. Childhood memories are barely trying to survive. Power level up to be able to stay alive. We're on the wicked road to Rhone. We'll never sleep, we'll never eat until Hargon is